So, I just finished watching The Promised Neverland. It is a very good show, and I want everyone to watch it because I cannot believe how much of a masterpiece that was. It blows my mind because, I don't know if it does it on purpose, but it describes our actual life in its own way, in a twisted, crazy way. I don't even look. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what happens, but basically, it's just like the story is these kids, they discover something, some life changing ish, something within themselves. They discover something about how the world is, the truth about the world, and it's crazy, and it's unbelievable. It really is. But they decided they can't just live the way they used to anymore, you know. They see the world for what it really is, and then they can't go back to how it used to be. Like the view is it's changed. They see it differently, and I relate with that. I relate with a lot of these characters because of that. Like I understand what they feel because I'm going through the same thing right now. Something with I've started to see the world for how it really is, and I can't go back to seeing how I thought it was. I can't see it the same way. But yeah, they decided they had to do something about it. They tried to escape. They tried to escape the life that they were destined for. And the whole time, everything was pushing against them. And I don't mean like, just some regular negative behavior. But this is a life or death situation. In our life, I think it's the same thing. Once you realize how little time you have, once it starts to be really threatening for you, that's when we always kick in, and that's when our instincts take over, and their instincts took over. They could not accept and let things be the way it was. They didn't have much time left. It's crazy to think about, but and it just kept getting crazier and crazier because the people stopping them were the ones that have decided for themselves that they're not gonna believe, like they decided to let the take the easy way out, I guess. Instead of going down this hard, hellish path, they decided to take the easy way out. Because in the world that they live in, it was, like I said, it's life or death. Where we live in, it's the same thing, but it's not as apparent to us. We have all these distractions, but they didn't even have that in their world. Their distraction was a happy life, just a regular old happy life, not knowing anything. It made me wonder, like, can you, knowing what I know now, can I really go back and just chill, just live life the same way? Nah. But if you go down the other path, all you're gonna find is despair, sadness, and loss, honestly. And everyone's gonna tell you it can't be done. And they will stop you. They will attempt to stop you. They really will. The harder you try to accomplish what you need to, the harder they will try to stop you. And at times it really will feel like there's nothing you can do to change it. And you really might be out. But it's in that moment that you have to decide if you're gonna stay down or keep going. It's crazy. The show, it's a masterpiece. I don't know how else to describe it. And I really want to talk to you about it, to be honest with you, because it's such a great show. I just finished it, you know, and it blows my mind. It really I really resonate with it because, like I said, I relate with the characters. There was basically three main characters, a couple side characters, but every character was important. But it was just like one character would not absolutely, after they learned the truth, they would not let anyone anyone fall victim to the trap. They wanted everyone to escape. They wanted to leave no man behind, basically. And I feel the same way with that character because on my journey to becoming my better self, I don't want to leave everyone else behind. Like, I want to take as many people with me as possible because I feel like I see the truth now. And I want y'all to see the truth too. And I want to take you with me because this life that we live is not, it's not it. It is not it. And there was one character that they didn't see it. They couldn't see it taking everyone with them. They honestly thought everyone would be a hindrance. And I understand that too. Because these characters, these three that I'm talking about, keep in mind, they're super smart, right? They're really smart. They were the smartest among their peers and all that. And I'm not saying that's me. All I'm saying is, they think a lot. They think a lot. And one of them was like, they'll be a hindrance. Like, could they really understand? Like, let me put it like this. Could you explain to your little brother, your little sister, whoever, your little nephew, niece, could you explain to them the truth of the world and they will understand? Or could they even accept it? You know what I mean? Have you even figured out the truth of the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, it's a lot harder for them to accept the truth. And that's just the case with anything. So they thought there's no way they'd be able to accept it. And even if they did, we couldn't take them with us. It's just, it wouldn't work out. Because the truth, it's crazy. The truth was tough. It really is. But something they didn't talk about in the show was, it kind of made me wonder, it's kind of like, they left them behind. They had to leave them behind. But they planted a seed for the future. If they can't take them with you now, they can plant a seed and have them take themselves. I don't know. This show was genius, you know what I'm saying? And one other character, at first, was the mastermind behind all of it. And they don't really tell you all this, but you kind of have to look at it through direct characterization, I guess. Almost indirect characterization. And he's just the type, no matter what, he wanted everyone else to succeed. Even if he failed, or not himself failed, but even if he was a part of the equation, he still had to make sure the rest of it worked out, even without him. And I think that's crazy too. And I resonate with that as well, because I feel like, honestly, I would take a bullet if I could get everyone to the goals they want. Like, if I could get everyone to reach their goals, I really would. If I sacrifice my goals for yours, I would. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's like looking at the, what do you call it? The greater good. You know what I mean? And that's crazy to me because I don't know, I resonate with all three of them. All three of those characters. But of course, the one at the end of the day had that determination. They would not give up. They just kept going. And I know this sounds so cheesy and cliched, I know. But honestly, that's just how it is. And I think the world is the same way. I don't want to live in this trap that we live in, you know? And it's a lot easier to just sit there and just accept it and let the days roll by until you get to that one age where you make it to your day. And then it's over. And it's just a trap. It's a cycle of despair. It'll just repeat and nothing will change. And then, like I said, it's easier to live that way. But it's just not it, bro. It's just not it. It's like we live to die, you know? I don't want to live like that. I can't. I got things I want to see. I want to see the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just stay here. I want to experience things, see things, eat things. I don't know. I don't want to be here. I want to be able to say that I lived when I die. You know what I'm saying? And that when we die, some change will happen. Because I don't want to die without a change, like a change in the life. You know what I'm saying? Whether mine or someone else's. But like I said, I want to take as many people with me as I can. Because this life is not it. This is not it. This is not the way to go. Yeah. Like I said, man, the show is called The Promised Neverland. Look, if you're not into it, if you're not into anime, it's not even about anime. It's just a story. The story's crazy. If you're not into it, cool, whatever. Do your thing. If you are, go check it out. I wish y'all could see that for real. Um, yeah. Look, this is my message to all y'all. This is all I want to say before I leave. Look, I don't know what kind of goal you have. I don't know what kind of dream you have. I don't know what it is. But look, you gotta chase that shit like you're on your last breath. Like you might die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You have to chase this dream. And do not give up. The world is going to push against you. Everyone, it seems, is going to push against you. But you have to chase this dream. You have to, because I feel like this may not be for everybody, but I just want y'all to be happy in life. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really want. We just want to be happy. We're not out here chasing money. Or we're not out here chasing happiness. We're chasing money. Because we're told money can't buy happiness, and yet money is everything in this world. Is everything. You can't do anything without money, and we automatically associate that with happiness. And I just don't understand why it's like that. But at the same time, I do, because the people that were on the higher ups that were trying to stop these people from escaping the trap. You know what I'm saying? They recognize, you. I don't know, you're a product to them. We're a product to them. Everything we do is about money, and the people at the high up level, the higher ups, they understand something that we don't, because they see it. And it's not that we don't understand it. It's not we can't understand it. It's that we're in this trap. We're in this cycle. You can't understand something if you haven't been exposed to it. And that's why when we all capture that little glimpse of what real life is like, and it's almost like I don't know. It's like an image. Like you could reach out and almost touch it. It's so close yet so far. And we let that so far part of us just push it away further and further. And the rest of the world comes in and replaces that distance and says, hey, this is how the world really is. And that's why anytime you ever say that you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to chase your dream, people will tell you, all right, that's cool and all, but in the real world, this is how it is. In the real world, this is the real world. You know what I'm saying? The world is what we make it. And if we don't take it into our own hands, then the world is what they say it is. That's the difference. The world is what we make it until we give it away. Till we give that power to them and say, take it. Take my world. Do what you want with it. But yeah. Go check this out. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. So look, yeah. I just want y'all to be happy. Chase y'all goals. Chase y'all dreams. Don't stop. No matter what. Do what you gotta do. And if you don't make it, at least you can die and say you tried. At least you can go on your path. At least you tried to do what you wanted to do instead of doing something you didn't want to do. And then when the day finally came, you said, dang, I should have lived the life I wanted to. Because you can do it. You really can. We're a lot stronger than we believe. But like I said, we give the power away. They just take it from us. And we don't say anything about it. Deep down inside, we know. And we don't want them to take it. And we know. We know it's wrong. But we let them take it. It's almost, we're powerless. Not powerless physically, but in our minds, our wits. We have to outwit them. That show was crazy. It honestly described our world perfectly to me. That's exactly how I look at our world. Blows my mind. But they escaped. And look, this is the favorite thing that I like to hear. This is the thing I love to hear the most. And after this, I'm done. Listen. It's always impossible until somebody does it. All right? You know what I'm saying? It's always impossible until somebody does it. And then you just look, the whole time they've been on their journey and they finally reach their goal. And where are you at? You still in the back watching them get to where they're going. And you're like, dang, I guess it really is possible. And you don't, your time's gone. You can't do nothing about it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter where you are in time. It does not matter. You can do whatever. Look, you have the power to do it. All right? Go for it. I don't care what it is. Listen, I don't care how hard it seems. Go for it. It's not going to happen overnight, but you just got to work for it. And I promise you, if you believe that you can do it, it will happen. I promise. If you believe it, if you believe you're strong and you truly believe it, then that's just going to innately be in your mind, and you're really going to start believing it. And that's the kind of presence that you'll emanate, and you'll start doing strong things. You know what I mean? If you believe you're smart, if you believe you can do this, that's the kind of stuff that's just going to come to you. That's the energy that'll come to you. You surround yourself in that energy and you become that energy. You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with greatness. That greatness rubs off on you. And that's true. That's crazy. It's crazy to me.